Hello and welcome back to my channel. If not back, then just welcome. Today I'm going to show you my go-to day to night makeup routine using one set of products. For my base, I'm using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in Champagne Pop along with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. I find that mixing a matte foundation and a liquid highlighter works better for my oily skin than just using a dewy foundation, as they tend to break down on me throughout the day and make me look like a grease ball. For the daytime, I want to keep it very simple, no highlighting, no contouring, so I'm just going to set my hot spots with some translucent powder to keep me from being super shiny throughout the day. It's important that I use an eye primer as I want my eyeshadow to last all day because I'm going to build on top of it later. While my eye primer dries, I'm going to take a peach blush and sweep that on my cheeks as well as my eyes just to get a sheer base of color on the lids. Then I'm going to take a medium warm brown and sweep that into my crease with a large fluffy brush to get light definition. Next, I'm going to take this kind of brown, kind of red shimmery shade on a smaller fluffy brush and buff that all over my lids using circular motions. The reason I'm buffing with the fluffy brush as opposed to patting with the shader brush is I don't want the color concentration to be very intense. Finishing up with a light touch of mascara because I want to build on this when I get home from work. If I go too heavy, it'll be too clumpy at the end of the day. For my lip, I'm going to take the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in Barracuda and top it with the Fenty Original Gloss. The key for my day looks is to go sheer, so after I apply the lipstick, I'm going to smooth it out with my finger to get rid of some of that excess product. Lastly, I'm going to essentially drown myself in setting spray because I want as much of this to last as long as possible. Here's the final day look. Here I am 8-ish hours later. My foundation has faded a bit, under my eyes are crepey, but I'm about to fix that. I'm starting by adding foundation where I need it, but with a beauty blender instead of a brush to avoid cakey foundation. I still don't want to add any concealer, so I'm just going to take the tiniest bit of foundation and pat it underneath my eyes. Now for some drama. I'm going to take that warm brown shade from earlier and really deepen my crease to create a more defined shade. Next, I'm going to take this plummy brown shade on an angled brush and put that in my outer V. Then I'm going to take that same shimmer shade from earlier and use my finger to pat that on to make it very intense and metallic. Next, I'm going to sweep that warm brown on my lower lash line just to add a touch of smoke. I really want to lay the mascara on, so I'm going to start with this first layer, and then I'm going to go ahead and do other things before I come back and add a second coat. I'm going to take a little dab of my highlighter that I mixed into my foundation earlier and take that onto the cheekbone underneath the brow bone with my beauty sponge. Before I go in with my final coat of mascara, I'm going to comb out my lashes to separate them in order to avoid spider lashes. Now for some finishing touches, I'm just going to highlight my inner corner and down the bridge of my nose with the same liquid highlighter from earlier. For my lip color, I'm going to be using the liquid lipstick Barracuda, but in full concentration with no gloss on top. And here's the final night look, just a little added drama, no added products. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have made it to the end, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Till next time, bye guys.